What's up, everybody? It is 4 o'clock here on the West Coast on a Tuesday afternoon, and I am PW2K Gaming here with another NBA 2K Rebuild Challenge. It is all about the Kings today, so let's look at the roster. Marvin Bagley, of course, was their first-round pick, second overall in the draft just a few months ago. And honestly, I think he's a really solid player. Not sure he's going to push them over the edge by himself, but I think he's a nice complementary piece to De'Aaron Fox and the other rookies they might bring in down the line. So I am okay with who they drafted, although I think there were players available that they should have looked at before Bagley. Even a guy like Wendell Carter Jr. I think has more upside defensively and offensively. But from an offensive standpoint, Marvin Bagley was really the cream of the crop in terms of the big men. So, except for DeAndre Ayton, of course. So we have Marvin Bagley and we have Zach Randolph. Typically, I will keep the roster about how it is. I might shift how the lineups are. Because I'm not going to give Zach Randolph 30 minutes just because I'm trying to develop some of these young guys. I'm going to send Harry Giles to the G League, and I'm going to send Deontay Davis to the G League most likely. Maybe McLemore too. Scal, I'm going to play Scal. I don't think he's a part of our future, and I think that the Kings agree with me on that because I don't think they're looking at him as a long-term option. But I'm going to give him a shot to star. We're going to give him 25 minutes. Off the bench is our six-man. Bielitsa has a really bad contract that they just signed him to. I guess it's not terrible, 6.8 for the next 3 years. But honestly, for a player of his caliber, he probably isn't worth that. I do want to load up. Yeah, so they got Bagley playing big minutes. They give the less minutes to Kufos, a couple more to Zach Randolph, and then I want to give De'Aaron and Buddy Hield a chance to get a lot of minutes. Yeah, so we'll go with that. Giving Fox 34, Hield 32. Hield still has some room to grow. Hopefully he becomes a piece for us, but who really knows? Let's look at our roster, and let's move some people to the G League. So like Harry Giles, I'm going to sign him to the G League. Deontay Davis assigned to G League. Ben Mockmore, I'm not going to send to the G League. I'll send... can I send all four of them? Players with more than 3 years can block the team's decision. Wow. So he does not want to go to the G League. So, actually, just because of that, buddy. Nah, I can't swallow his contract. I was going to swallow it and just release him, but I can't do that. So we'll leave Scal there, and we'll put McLemore in our lineup then if he doesn't want to go to the G League, which is fine with me. We have some minutes. We'll give McLemore. Let's give him a shot. Let's make him our sixth man now that Scal's gone and see what he can do at 27 minutes. Other than that, I'm going to keep it how it is. Don't know how Willie Cauley-Stein's going to fit into our future, but I'm going to sim till the beginning of, or the end of this season, and we'll see how we do. So we went 33 and 49, typical Kings season, but Marvin Bagley did win Rookie of the Year, and we have him locked up for the next 4 seasons, so I'm very excited about his prospects. I bet Chris Dunn won. Yeah, Chris Dunn wins Most Improved Player, as he always does. We'll see if... Yeah, Marvin Bagley was all NBA third team in his first season, which is super amazing and not very common. I don't know a lot of players who have ever done that. Let's take a look. One thing I did do at the contract negotiation deadline is I reworked the contract of Kufos because we were going to have to either trade him or keep it or swallow his contract, which is about 9 mil, 10 mil for the next season, and I moved it down to the minimum of 144. So that is good, and I did the same for Shumpert, who was supposed to get 10 mil, and I reworked his deal to make it 1 million. So instead of them accepting their player options, they took a little less money, and for that, I might be a little loyal and keep him on the roster, especially Kufos, because he's not a bad player. He's had some good years, and I think he could be valuable. So we're gonna maybe stick with him because he's on such a cheap contract. We did not make the playoffs. We were the 14th seed, so even though we did have some encouraging work by our big man Marvin Bagley, I have not actually checked the stats of our other players. Ben McLemore, all right, so Ben averaged 10 points, which isn't terrible. Honestly, that's okay. De'Aaron Fox had a pretty good rookie year, 16 and 7. It's probably better than I anticipated, and Buddy Hield had his best year. So, and yeah, Zach Randolph doing what he does. Just Willie Cauley-Stein. I might be in the market for a new center, especially in the draft, because we'll have a top pick. I might look to target a player who can fill that role, and maybe we can look to move on from Cauley-Stein. The Rockets sweep the Bucks to win the championship. Typically, it's the Raptors and the Warriors, so it's nice to get a little bit of a break from that. Yeah, they were the 1 seeds, but so we moved into the off season. Going to skip through all of this. I will go to the draft lottery, and I will see you guys at the end of the lottery to see where our pick is. Third pick is totally fine. That was where we were slated to get pick, so that's all right with me. We might look to move up, but I'm okay with where we are. Dave Yeager, his coaching, his ratings aren't good, but I think he actually is a lot better coach than what is there. I'm going to look at the candidates. Could I get like a Doc Rivers? Doesn't really make sense for him to go. I think I'm going to stick with Dave Yeager. I like him as a coach. I'm going to hire this good trainer for no real reason. Hire this good scout for no reason because I'm just going to pick whoever I like. They'll both accept those. CFO, I'm going to try to get a good CFO here, maybe for financial reasons. You better accept this. Come on, buddy. All right, accepted. Assistant GM, Connor Green's actually not a bad assistant GM, so I'll leave him there. That is going to be our front. I think I'm going to fire my assistant coach. Get someone a little better. Maybe like a Paul Pierce. Larry Cross. I want like a real person who actually exists. I guess I could bring in Vince Carter, a guy that played in Sacramento. I think you should accept that. Yeah, maybe if Yeager isn't working out, we can kind of flip him and give Carter the head coaching job. But right now, we're going to leave Yeager and have Vince Carter be there. We're going to now go to the draft. Leo Booth, I wasn't going to draft him anyways. So we are here at the draft. I think I'm just going to stay pat where we were. I will sim to our next user pick. Hopefully there's some good players left. Again, I don't need a power forward. I don't need a point guard, but I guess a wing or a solid big man would be effective. Let's see who's on. Okay, so Cam Reddish is there. He's 80 overall. Zion is still there. I'd be tempted to take Zion. I mean, Buddy Hield's a decent... Are there any centers? I guess I can move... I would consider moving down in the draft and getting like a younger player and targeting like a Daniel Gafford. Where is he? Daniel Gafford is pretty good, and I could start him at the center position. He's 17th, so let's see if I can move down here a little bit. If I can move down to the 8th pick, I guess that's probably a little conservative. If I can move down to the 12th pick with the Bulls, and I will take... Could I get... If I could get Wendell Carter and give them Bogdanovich. I needed someone who has a little less of a contract. Scalavissier. Oh yeah, I forgot to put in that pick. Hold on. Okay, so I can get Wendell Carter and the 12th pick for... Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Let's go back to the Bulls. Let's get the 12th pick. Can I get the 21st pick and Wendell Carter for Labissiere in the 3rd pick? They agreed to it. All right. So we get their first pick. Now we are going to be drafting 12th. We got the 21st pick. We got Wendell Carter, and all we had to give up was the 3rd pick. They liked Romeo Langford. That is fine with me. So we got our center, so we can see what we can do at 12. Maybe we'll trade it. Maybe we'll keep it, and maybe we will take Daniel Gafford. Who knows? But now we have the two guys who played at Duke. Now they're going to be teammates on the Sacramento Kings, Wendell Carter and Marvin Bagley, which is going to be a nasty front court for us for the next 10 to 15 years. It is our pick. Let's see what we do. Jalen Hands is there. Who else is there? Quentin Grimes wouldn't be bad, 74. Daniel Gafford is still there. E.G. Montgomery's not a bad player. And I just might move down again. Because we got Quentin Grimes, wouldn't be bad, but we don't really need him. Let's see if I can move down again. Let's move down to 18. And I will take... Can I get Zaire Smith? And I can give you Kufos. Kufos has a no trade clause. That is unbelievable. Yogi Ferrell. And I'll give you as many second round picks as you want. They should accept this if I keep on giving him seconds. No. I mean, I can give you the 21st pick, but I'm not giving you these seconds. I really do want Zaire Smith. I think he would be a really nice piece with what we have already. And I can give you I like Deontay Davis. Oh, I guess I forgot I had Deontay Davis. If I gave you Buddy, could you give me Dario? No. I guess I'll try one more thing. Let's try to move down to 22nd. And I'm going to want Jamal Murray. And I will give you the first pick, or my first round pick, and Buddy Hield. I don't want Mason Plumlee, but I can give you Kufos isn't going to do that. Give you second round pick. Mason Plumlee, what's his contract looking like? He wouldn't be a backup center to have. Yeah, we'll swallow his contract and we'll do it because I think Jamal Murray has a lot more potential than Buddy Hield, and we get their 22nd pick, so we can take someone there, put him in the G League, develop them. They take Nazrion Reed from LSU. I was not going to take him, so good for them. They got their guy. I will pick someone here at 22. I moved down a lot, and I think it's time to pick someone who's like Jalen Horde wouldn't be bad. I could take someone. I could stash him. West DeAndre Hunter. Jonte Porter wouldn't be bad from Missouri. Yeah, I'll take Jonte Porter. We'll put him in the G League. That is going to be it for the draft. So in recap, we had the third pick, traded down to I think the 12th, and got Wendell Carter Jr. and a pick from the Bulls. Then we traded that pick and a couple other players for Jamal Murray. So we got rid of Buddy Hield, and then we get Jonte Porter. All in all, I think it was a good draft. Bull went number 1, which I've never seen that happen. Cam Reddish goes 5, total steal. I probably would have taken RJ Barrett if he was there, but he was not. So, in review, now we have a really nice young roster. I did have to take Mason Plumlee's contract, but he's not a bad player to have. Kufos doesn't look like I'll be able to trade him, but we'll see. Wendell Carter is a nice piece. Bogdanovich, De'Aaron Fox. So really our big four is Bagley, Murray, Fox, and Carter, which I think if the Kings were to have that, they'd be really excited and they would trade it for what they have now. I do have some cap space. All right, so yeah, Jonte Porter will put you in the G League. No options. There shouldn't be any real good players in free agency. It should just be the regular. Like I can throw some money at Clint Capella, and he might accept it, but Jack Cooley, Jakar Sampson, we'll renounce their rights. Yeah, so Clint Capella's not coming to us. We'll keep our roster how it is. Let's see. So we have 2 guys that will play. I guess we have a lot of centers and 2 guys who I'd like to develop. Could I trade Mason Plumlee for a better 2 guard? Let's see what I can do. I'd love to get a better shooting guard. Roberson wouldn't be a bad piece. Good defensive player at least. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I don't want to get Kyle Singler, though. Can I have a Abrinas? And I'll give you another second rounder. I'll give you 3 second rounders. Oh, I'm not giving you all those second rounders just for Abrinas. I will take whoever they gave me. Kyle Singler, yeah, we'll take it. So now we have Andre Roberson to fill in as our starting shooting guard. I guess Jamal Murray could have been shooting guard. Yeah, I guess we'll start Murray. I didn't really notice that. We'll start Murray at shooting guard. I wonder what his overall... His overall goes up if he's a shooting guard, so we'll make him a shooting guard. Wendell Carter will keep as our center. Yeah, so I don't mind our roster, and we still have some money to work with. We have $23 million. We're not going to re-sign McLemore at the end of the year. We're not going to re-sign Cauley-Stein, so that gives us even more money to chase after someone at the end of next season. I'm going to sim through free agency, and we're going to go to player progression. So Marvin Bagley is up to an 86, Jamal Murray 83. These 2 guys made big jumps to get above 80. Bogdanovich, not a bad jump. And obviously Davis and Giles had big leaps. I'll probably put him in the G League for 1 more season. let him develop, bring him up at the beginning of next season once we sign a big free agent as well, or at least someone who we're going to throw some money at, see if they want to come play in Sacramento. At that point, we might be a little more attractive as a winner. I'm going to sim to training camps, and I'll see you guys there. I gave untapped potential to Jamal Murray, Wendell Carter, and Jontay Porter, so we'll see how they progress better with that extra boost. And I just got to notice that I have to cut 2 people from the team. I'm going to cut Kyle Singler and Iman Shumpert. Sorry, Iman. Everyone else is going to stay. I really don't mind this roster. We have some young upcoming pieces. We're going into next season. Let's set the lineup real quick. I do want to give more minutes to Roberson and Bielitsa. Give Bielitsa like 5. Jontay, yeah, you're going. All of these guys are going to the G League, so we'll leave them down there. Kufos will give 20. Wendell obviously is going to get a lot of minutes. That's how I want to do it. Give some De'Aaron Fox, some Jamal Murray. Bogdanovich isn't a great small forward, but I think we're going to leave him there for now because I like Andre coming off the bench. Actually, I'm going to start Andre kind of as a defensive-minded small forward, and we'll keep Bogdanovich as a scoring option off the bench. Yeah, we'll give him 28 off the bench as our 6th man. We'll see how he does there. And I think we are ready to sim to the end of this season. We ended the year 3 games back of where we were last season, so I think it might be time. Zion Williamson wins Rookie of the Year. I think it might be time to move on from Dave Yeager. We gave him 2 years, and he really didn't show us anything. I don't know who this Simisola Shitu is, but he won All-Rookie Second Team. Do we get anyone? No, so I guess we didn't have a rookie that was playing. We got Wendell Carter instead. Maybe that just didn't work out. Maybe having Roberson, not having an offensive threat. So Bagley had a good year. Did he make an All-NBA team? Second team All-NBA. So we got that. He's been an All-Star 2 years in a row. He's pretty much a bona fide star at this point. De'Aaron, 20 points and 8 assists. Had a good season, as well as Jamal Murray. Wendell Carter, too. Roberson, yeah, I think that probably wasn't smart to have him be our starting small forward. His 62 offense probably didn't help. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. Kufos, Cauley-Stein, it is a contract year for him, so we are going to look to move on from him and save some money and maybe bring in someone else. I think what we should do is spend money on a small forward because Harry Giles is not going to be able to play the small forward. Warriors win the NBA Finals against the Wizards. That'd be an interesting series. Yeah, so if we look at our team, we have our point guard, we have our shooting guard. Roberson, I think, is going to be a decent backup. Bogdanovich, I just don't like him enough to keep him at our small forward position. Same with Bielitsa. Jontay Porter is more of a center. He's going to be 79 overall, so that'll be nice. And then Deontay Davis, it's a contract year for him, and he does not want to come back, maybe because we didn't play him any and put him in the G League, so understandable. We will skip through the draft lottery, and I'll let you guys know where our pick is later. We will go to SAF signings, however, and figure out what we're going to do with Dave Yeager. So it turns out we do not have our pick, and so we're going to just go on with who we have. It is time to move on from Dave Yeager. I will fire Vince Carter as well and bring him on as our head coach if I can find him. Dwayne's not a bad choice either, but because Vince was here last year, just some continuity, we are going to hire him as our head coach. Assistant coach, we need to bring on someone who has a little more experience. We'll bring on Larry Drew if he wants to come here. Get paid quite a bit. Assistant GM, we'll bring on Sam Brown. I'd be surprised if they rejected these offers. So Larry Drew does not want to come to us. That is interesting. I still do need an assistant coach, and I want someone who has some experience. Sam Cassell would be an interesting choice. We'll bring in Sam Cassell if he wants to come. Vince Carter accepted it, and Sam Cassell rejected our offer, so we're back on the market for a assistant coach. Larry Cross. Okay, I just want Lloyd Pierce. Yeah, we'll do Lloyd Pierce. He should accept that. All right, so we got Lloyd Pierce. He's been a long-time assistant. He's actually the coach of the Hawks, but in this world, he is now our assistant coach. We will move on. We will sim through the draft, go to rookie signing, see who it takes for us at the second round pick that we have. Sergi Martinez. I guess I could retain rights. We'll see what happens with him. Player options, we will accept. I'm going to keep Harry Giles around, and I will decline Justin Jackson. He really didn't do anything for us, and I never actually played him. And he's 24, so 3 strikes against him. Might be time to throw some money at someone. Qualifying offer. I made a mistake on those. I'm actually going to renounce their rights. I could throw some money at Tobias Harris. Wouldn't be a bad choice. I'm actually going to do that. Not going to give him that much, though. And I do want to front load it if he'll let me. I don't think he'll accept that. Renounce the rights to all of these guys. Tobias has signed. I should have offered him more money, but I didn't. Tyreek Evans. We might bring him back to Sacramento. I just don't want to give him that much money. Can I give him a 2-year deal with the team option? That way, if it doesn't work out, then we can just let him go after the end of the year. He did accept that. So we have Tyreek Evans to fill in as our starting small forward. Do we have any more money available? Let's check. Yeah, we do have some more money. And that's even with, wow, we're still paying Matt Barnes, which is unbelievable. He's 40 years old. We're going to have Jonte Porter. Let's see how much money we have at the end of the moratorium. Now that maybe pick up Brogdon. We only have 10 mil left because we gave Tyreek so much money. Andre, I might look to move on from Andre just because we don't necessarily need him. And he's getting a lot of money. If I could just get like a pick for him, it'd be great. Doesn't look like they're going to do that. I'll give you a 2nd round pick. I just want a pick. I don't really want a player. No one's willing to do that. So I guess we'll keep him. I do have $10 million to play with. I can maybe try to get Greg Monroe. Bring back, is that Boyan? Yeah, I can bring in Boyan. Yeah, why not? Let's try to get Boyan. Alright, I don't know if he'll accept that. He won't. We can give him a 4-year deal with a player ETO. Yeah, so he's not into signing with us, even though his brother is there. So, let's see our roster. We have our point guard. Decent. I think we're pretty much set. Let's keep it how it is. We'll save that money. We'll see if we need it later down the road. I'll skip through player progression this time, skip through training camps, and I'll see you at the beginning of next season. So this is the team we are rolling out in year 3. De'Aaron Fox, Jamal Murray, Tyreek Evans, Marvin Bagley, Wendell Carter, former teammates still on the same team. We still have Bogdanovich as our 6th man. Giles and Porter are going to finally get a shot in the rotation, and that is it. I'm going to play 8 deep. We'll see how it goes. These guys should be around 80 when their morale goes up, and everyone else is clearly above 80 besides Bogdanovich. We'll see how the year goes. I expect us to be maybe around 500, hopefully make a run as the 7 or 8 seed, and then maybe that next year we can make a run at the playoffs seriously, and maybe at the finals. So we will see, and I will see you guys at the end of that year. So Steph wins his 5th MVP. Don't know who Cole Anthony is, but he wins Rookie of the Year. Good for the Knicks. And we went 46-36. So the head coaching change did make a little bit of a difference. Marvin Bagley wins his 2nd consecutive All-NBA 2nd team. Averaged a little less than he did last year, but I think other players around him are progressing. LeBron's still on 99. So I'm okay with Bagley's stats going down a little bit. Yeah, Fox had a pretty good year. Jamal Murray, Tyreek Evans, I think, was a nice addition. Was a big improvement over Andre Roberson. I did re-sign Bielitsa and reconstructed his contract, so he's only getting... Oh, wait. No, I didn't. Oh, because of the player option. Yeah, I'm going to have to trade him. We'll trade Bielitsa when the time comes. I thought I was making his contract better, but I actually was just making it worse. Portland is going to get swept by the Warriors in the 1st round. Oh, we were in the playoffs. Oh, for some reason I just figured we weren't going to make the playoffs. I didn't even think about it. We were the 7th seed, lost to the Rockets. That was my bad. Maybe we could have won some of those games if it would have popped in, but I don't think we were a serious contender anyways, so no harm in that. My bad. We're going into... I don't think we're going to have a very high draft pick, so we'll skip that. I will skip the draft. We will just go straight to rookie signings, and we will do that now. I want to see how well that guy in Europe has progressed. Patterson. I mean, yes, I'll accept him. Hunter Dickinson, I will decline. Paul Scruggs, I'll decline. Sergi Martinez has actually gotten pretty good, so we're going to keep his rights. I will accept his option. I think we still have a couple more years on that contract. Yeah. We'll accept all of these guys. Tyreek. I think I'm going to decline it and see if we can get someone better. I will accept Harry Giles and Jonte Porter, two really nice young pieces who we've waited on and have now developed into good, solid role players. I'm going to... Now Bogdan's gone. Whitehead's gone. Jamal Murray, I'm going to extend the qualifying offer. Hopefully we can bring him back. That might be our goal, our number one goal for this offseason. We should have some money. No, I guess we'll definitely have money once we get rid of Tyreek's contract. I might look to go after Brandon Ingram wouldn't be bad. Can I get Brandon Ingram? I'll give some money to him. Scal's kind of progressed nicely. Good for him. Malik Monk wouldn't be a bad player to have. I could try to get KD, but there's no way he'd come. I can give Draymond some money. Let's see. Brandon Ingram accepted. I got to renounce the rights to all of these guys. Renounce. Cap hold on Sergi. If I do that, can I sign both of them? I think we're going to get Draymond, which I don't know if that was actually a smart move. We'll see how it works out. I might try to... Yeah, so we have Draymond now. Alright, so he's 30, but I think he'll be a good leader in that locker room. Not sure where we're going to put him. We might move on from Wendell Carter, move Bagley to center, Draymond at power forward. We might put Draymond at center and put him at... Yeah, we'll see. If I move him to a small forward... Actually, I might move him to a small forward. If I have him as our small forward, he's a 91 overall. I guess, yeah, he's only 6'7". He'd be our small forward. Any of these other guys move up if I move their ratings. We'll move him to a power forward. Bagley would be a killer small forward, but we're going to leave him as our power forward. Fox. Giles might go up. Yeah, we're going to make him a power forward as well. Jonte Porter. Power forwards. We have a lot of power forwards, but we're not actually going to play them at power forward. I'm okay with having that many power forwards, but I'm saying power forward a lot. We only have 2 guards now. Well, we're going to bring back Jamal Murray, maybe. Yeah, we still have 31 mil. Where's Jamal? Yeah, we're going to bring back Jamal. Hopefully Jamal wants to come back. Yeah, we'll re-sign Jamal Murray. Now we'll have minimal cap space, but I could look to add one more guard. We have 7 mil. Who could I get with 7 mil? I get like an Alan Crabb, maybe. Yeah, I'll bring in Alan. Oh. I have to renounce the rights to Sergey. I'll do it. We're going to bring Alan Crabb in as a nice rotation piece, and that is all we're going to do. So in review, we got rid of Tyreek Evans, replaced him with a much better defensive-minded Draymond Green as our small forward. Retained Jamal Murray on a long contract. We're going to have to address these contracts at some point, De'Aaron and Wendell Carter and Bagley, but I don't even know if we're going to get that far in the rebuild. So I will see you guys at player progression. I sim to the beginning of next season. We now have De'Aaron Fox as an 87 overall. Jamal Murray is an 89, so I do want to give him some more minutes. Tony Parker is still chugging away in the league. I will give Jamal Murray 35. De'Aaron Fox 36, actually 34. 35 to 36 to Draymond. I want to give a couple more to Wendell Carter. Then we'll give the remaining to Giles. So that is who we're rolling with. We have 2 power forwards coming off the bench, as well as Alan Crabb. I guess I could give Andre Roberson some of these minutes. We'll lower their minutes a little bit, give Roberson some of these. So we have defensive-minded, a nice overall shooting guard, Alan Crabb, a couple power forwards, and then our starting 5 is almost all 90. And besides Draymond Green, they're all under the age of 23. So that is very exciting. If you are a Kings fan, let's hope this year goes just as well, if not better, as last season. We see our first departure from Steph Curry being the MVP, and it is not Marvin Bagley, it is DeAndre Ayton, who had a pretty good year at 22 points and 11 rebounds. I do want to see defensive players again. James Wiseman is Rookie of the Year. I believe that was Rookie of the Year, maybe not. Did we get anyone on these teams? Surprise! Oh, there we go. Marvin Bagley is on the second team once again. Had a good year, 21 points and 10 rebounds, 4 assists to go along with that. He is now 94 overall, so that is very, very exciting. No one on the defensive teams, and no one on the rookie teams. And we went 55 and 27 on now the 2 seed, so that's a lot better than the 7 seed. The Warriors went all the way down to the 5 seed. Let's check out some stats before we get into this sim. De'Aaron Fox finally broke into the 20-point world with 21 points and 8 assists. A really good season for him. Jamal Murray's now a 90 overall and averaged 17 points and 9 assists. So we have 2 guys averaging about 9 assists, which is pretty much unheard of in today's NBA. Draymond, didn't expect him to be a high scorer, but I think he's doing some good things. And Harry Giles is an 84, but he does want to chase some more money than I'm willing to give him, and he didn't want to re-sign. De'Aaron Fox, however, did re-sign for 24 mil for the first year. It goes up by about 2 each season, which I don't think is a bad deal for him because it's going to end in about his 27th year, so that's fine with me. Before we get in, let's check out some team stats, see how we did. Offensively, we were 11th, so we were near the top of that, and defensively, we were really solid defensively. So we're a good team, and I do expect us to be able to compete somewhat in this first year as kind of a serious contender. Down 1 game. We just tied it up 1-1. Wendell Carter had a good game. Down 2-1. Tied 2-2. Up 3-2. Let's finish this off. Oh, nope. All right, we're going to have to simcast this last game. It will be in SacTown. It's a close game. 1-point game with a minute 30 left. I'm going to hop in, and I'll see you guys at the game. Hop in. That does kind of look like Marvin Bagley there with the big afro. Wendell Carter, Allen Crabbe's out there. There's Tobias Harris, who we tried to go after. Water under the bridge there, Tobias. Dennis Schroeder's on the Clippers. And Marvin Bagley's defense cannot get it done. I do want to bring out Crabbe and put in Draymond if he is available. Oh, nice. Wow, nice move by De'Aaron Fox at the behind the back. And to stay in the air long enough for the defender to go down and to shoot the shot. We get the lead back. Sacramento is always a good NBA city, and it looks like they're showing out here tonight. Get that. Oh, wow. Dennis Schroeder is a good offensive player, and he's showing it there. I do want to take it off the dribble this time. Oh, split the defense. Get in there. Nice move by De'Aaron. He's really developed a lot better than I thought he would. Some players who are actually in the game, like for real, they don't progress very well. But De'Aaron is not one of those guys. Yeah, it's alright. Maybe we'll get Jamal Murray in on the action. Oh, bad pass. Alright, we're going to have to lock in here. Allen Crabbe on Tobias. That's a mismatch. Oh, it'll be King's ball. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to get Draymond in here, it looks like. Unless... I guess Draymond fouled out. So now we're going to bring in Patterson for some reason. I want to give the ball to De'Aaron. He's faster. Split the defense. Give it off to Bagley. That was a bad shot. Bad shot timing by me too. Dang. We are going to need a 3 to tie it up. We'll see if we can do it. I will see you guys once this timeout's over. All right, I think I want to get the ball to Jamal Murray. I think he's my best shooter and my best opportunity to get a 3 here. I am going to try to go for the 3. I'm not going to go for the quick 2. Actually, if I have that, I'll take that shot. Gotta put it up, Bagley. All right, we'll have to go for the foul now, which is perfectly fine. We'll get Dennis. Hopefully he can miss one. And then we're going to have to take a 3 here. I'm going to turn off automatic timeouts because I am going to just go for it once these 2 shots are made. Manual timeout. Come on, Dennis. Miss one of these. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to give it to Jamal. We're going to clear it out. I had to call timeout. Man, they double-teamed Jamal, and I was not able to do anything. That was a mistake. But it's alright. I don't know why Draymond can't play. I'm going to put in Alan Crabb. It's another shooting threat. But this ball is going to Jamal Murray. And he's going to have to just pop it. That was a really poorly executed end of the game. And we're going to lose in the first round of the Clippers. Alright. Well, I don't think there's big major changes that need to happen. We're going to keep Harry Giles. We'll keep Marvin Bagley. But it does not bode well for us that we've lost in the first round 2 years in a row. I'm going to give it one more year. If not, maybe this team just isn't built to win. We don't have enough guards. I don't know what it is. Fultz wins Finals MVP. I doubt that's ever going to happen. So we will check out. We're going to sim through the draft, sim through. We'll go to rookie sign-ins because, again, we're going to have a low first-round pick. And at this point, I don't really care who it is because he's not going to get minutes for me. Rookie signings, White Chocolate Williams Jr. I don't know what draft class I did, but I will not be signing White Chocolate. I will, however, accept Sergey Martinez and let him come over as a 78 overall. He's improved a lot. Marvin Bagley, Wendell Carter, Jonte Porter. I will accept all of their options. That way they do not hit the cap. Harry Giles, I will accept his qualifying offer. Again, I don't think I'm going to have any cap space. Yeah, I'm well under because of these three mega contracts. I'm not going to do anything then. I don't think I have any exemptions. What do I have? I have a 9 mil mid-level. There's a lot of good free agents here that I just don't think I can go after unless I were to trade. I might try to trade Draymond. If I could trade, who's a team that has cap space? I doubt anyone's going to have any sort of cap space. The Grizzlies have cap. If I traded... Where are the Grizzlies at? If I traded for... Oh, they have LaMarcus too? Interesting. Dylan Brooks and your unprotected first. Would you take Draymond? Yeah, they just don't have enough cap space. I'm going to leave it how it is. I could maybe make a move play for one of those guys, but at this point, I don't think it's worth it. I'm going to skip through player progression, and we'll look at that at the beginning of next season. We're going to give this one last run. So our players have progressed really well. De'Aaron Fox is now at 92. Jamal Murray is a 90. Draymond's still a 90. Marvin Bagley's a 95. Wendell Carter's a 91. And our sixth man is a 91 overall. Jonte Porter has moved all the way up to a 90. So I do want to give him a lot of these extra minutes. Draymond, again, I want to give him some tick as well. I might honestly just really go heavy on this six players we have here. I do want to give them as much the biggest possibility to succeed. So that is what I'm going to run with. It's those 6 guys, and then these guys will get 5. Sergey finally came over. Giles will get 17. He's not a bad player. I just don't need him. We will go like that. We're going to go heavy on the starters. Hopefully we can win this season with 6 90s overall with Vince Carter leading the team. We will sim to the end of the year now. Some exciting news. We went 70-12, one of the best records ever in the NBA, and De'Aaron Fox wins the most valuable player, averaging 25 points and 11 assists to go along with 2 steals. And Jonte Porter, 6th man of the year with 15 points and 7 rebounds. 91 overall as our 6th man is not too shabby. And Vince Carter wins Coach of the Year. So we won, 3 of the 7 major awards. So good for us. We have how many All-NBA teamers? 2 on first team. Marvin Bagley won first team, averaging, how many points did he average? 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. So obviously his stats are going to go down a little bit with all these other players we have. We are the number 1 seed. Hopefully we can just get through these playoffs. Come on. We're up 3-2. Tied 3-3. I'm going to have to go in and try to win this for our team if we cannot pull it out ourselves. Looks like we are going to be able to do it. And Bagley, Carter, lead the squad. Win game 1 against the Suns. Win game 2. Up 3-1. And we make it to the Western Conference Finals against the Rockets. Hopefully we can just finish off the Rockets. Down 2-1. Tied 2-2. Up 3-2. And we made it to the championship round against the Philadelphia 76ers. Hopefully we can just pull this up. Down 2-0. Down 3-0. Come on. Come on, we got to pull this one off. Yeah, we're going to beat them in this game. Jamal Murray shows up with 42 minutes, and he had 33 points. Got to finish this off at home. Tie game with 4. Okay, we won that game. Now it's going to be 3-2. Come on. We just got to have one more good game, and then we're going to be at home. Down by... So this is going to be the end of this video. The 76ers win. We won 9 in a row to end the year, and then we pretty much, after that first round ended, we pretty much sailed through the playoffs up until that last round. We lost in 6 games. I mean, if we look at this roster, this should have been one of the best teams in the NBA ever. And honestly, if we were to continue this, which I might later, I might come back to this, none of our best players are even, they're just entering their prime, so they should all get above 95, which is very exciting. Hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you guys want to see. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll check you guys out later.